Everybody, welcome to our Facebook Live. It is Monday, August the 4th, and I am Pam Palanza, parenting mentor, specializing in common sense parenting for neurotypical children age 2 to 12. So hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Do me a favor, jump in on the comment section, say hello, and tell me where you're from. I love to see where everybody's from. Today we're going to have some fun. So, as parents, we need to laugh sometimes, obviously, so that's what this is going to be about today. And imagine yourself before you were a parent, thinking about what it would be like to have children. And then think about things you said to yourself, like how you were going to raise your children and how things were going to be. And then you had children, and reality was slightly different, maybe, than your thoughts of what it would be. And I shot a reel a couple weeks ago saying, tell me the weirdest thing you've ever said to your children that you never thought would come out of your mouth. And there were some wonderful responses. So I'm going to share those now with you because some of these just really made me laugh out loud. Before we get into that, I want to tell you Thursday night, August the 7th, this Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m., I'm doing the first ever pajama party with Pam. So you can go to my Facebook page. I just loaded the reel up a couple hours ago. Hit the link. All the information you need is there. There's only 15 people. They're going to be admitted. And this is an opportunity for you to ask me your parenting questions, and I'm going to answer them live. So you can come in your PJs, have a glass of wine, tea, coffee, whatever, or not. You don't have to bring your PJs if you don't want to. But it's going to be just really informal and relaxing and casual, and I'm going to answer your questions. So I'm excited. So join in. Okay, let's get started. So I wrote these down because there's no way I'm going to remember all of these. And I'm also going to share some of the things that happened in my home and maybe some things I said or was too shocked to even say anything about. This is going to be fun. Okay, first one. Now, as I'm reading these, I want you to visualize in your head, hey, Bobby, I want you to visualize in your head what this would look like if this was your home and this happened to you. And it kind of puts a different perspective on it. And you can really have some sympathy and empathy for some of these parents. Okay, why did you use the vacuum to clean up the wet oatmeal? Can you imagine what that looked like in their house? I could just see the oatmeal up in the vacuum cleaner. Yeah, okay. We don't play with our food and put it up our nose. Anybody have a child do that? Yeah, my daughter, my oldest started when she was 18 months old, was eating Cheerios and decided to shove them up her nose. Yeah, I was able to get them out without having to go to the doctor or the ER. But yeah, never thought I'd hear myself going, why are you putting Cheerios up your nose? Okay, this one was a little bit mind-boggling. So picture this in your head. Please don't mix eggs and milk in the carpet. If you want French toast, I'll fix it for you. Now, I don't know that I would be that kind of generous offering to make French toast for them as they put milk and eggs all on my carpet. But go mom, is all I can say on this one. Okay, now this one is one from one family. I forget how many boys she said she had, but this all came in. Here we go. Number one, we don't pee in the parking lot at the store. Number two, stop chewing on your seatbelt. Why is there a screwdriver in the bathtub? Don't put your Hot Wheels in your underwear. Why did you put Vaseline in your hair? What made you bite the deodorant? Sometimes don't you just look at your children and go, what the heck were they thinking? What? Where did that come from? Okay. Stop sitting on your brother's head. Your brother is not a trampoline. Okay. This one, stop licking all the cars. Now my question was it his play cars or was it cars in the parking lot or in the driveway? Because that puts a whole different spin on it. So I'd be curious to know. Okay, I see some people coming in here. Hey, Gail. Hey, Monica. Hey, Gail, I'm from Pittsburgh originally, by the way. Okay, now this one, really picture this one. Okay. No, you can't spray Pam down the hallway to make a slip and slide. Mom said it was a very long haul and he sprayed an entire can of Pam on the hallway. Now, my question, I mean, first of all, this is genius, this kid's part. Okay, but my question right away goes, was it tile? Was it carpet? Was it a wooden floor? Did he get to slip and slide before Mom busted him? You know, I want to know what happened there. And then this kid must have been a handful, or may still be a handful. Don't you ever toilet paper your sister again when she's taking a bath. I don't visualize that. Sister's wet, toilet paper sticking all over. Just saying. Okay. Hey, and while I'm reading these, hey, Darlene and Marion, while I'm reading these, if you have anything that you've said that you never thought would come out of your mouth, put it in the comments section so I can share that, because these are really funny. Okay, this is a good one. Those are not pockets in the front of your underwear. I'm assuming that was a little boy. Here's an interesting one. This kind of reminds me of something my brothers would have done to each other. Quit telling your little brother to grab the electric fence to see if it's turned on. No, the cat cannot take a bath with you. Picture that. Picture that. Remember, I said visualize some of these things. Why is there a bucket of mud in my bathtub? And no, you can't keep frogs in a shoebox under your bed. All right. Honey, please don't lick the windows in the Waffle House. Okay, that's just gross. That is gross. This one, I'm assuming it's a little boy. Leave it alone. It is attached to you. It does not detach from you. No, that's not chapstick. It's a glue stick. So you can imagine the child taking a glue stick all over their lips. And let me just sidebar here for a minute. I worked with a girl one time who opened crazy glue with her teeth, pulled it like this, and some squirted out and stuck her teeth together. And she had to go to the dentist to get her teeth separated. So wasn't quite chapstick. Okay, quit licking the floor. All right, now this one, this one I could definitely picture my brothers doing. We don't lick the toilet seat, even if your brother tells you to. Why did you try to put your sister in the laundry chute? No, you can't put the cat in the toilet to give it a bath. Even if you put the lid down, she's going to tear you up when she gets out. Okay, this was a good one. Don't throw the baby Jesus around. Now, I think the follower said this was baby Jesus from the nativity set at church, I think, and they were tossing it around. Okay, now this one, this child had manners, so we'll give him props for having manners. But here we go. No, you cannot fart in my face. Yes, I know you said please, but the answer is still no. Remember I said sometimes no is all you need to say. You don't need to explain it, but she went into explanation. You cannot sleep with the hot dogs. Okay, now this one, again, this is all from one follower. Oh, God bless her. Don't eat your boogers. Sanitary napkins are not winter earmuffs. You cannot drive your trucks in the litter box. Your brother's Batman underwear is not your superhero mask. Who cut your baby sister's hair? Now, let me just tell you here two things. I remember, I was speechless. I think I shared this with you before, but my children were 3 and 4. My daughter was 3, son was 4, a little bit older. And I had mentioned her bangs needed cut. Her hair was like down to here, and her bangs were like right here. And I said, I really need to get your bangs cut. And when I was making dinner, my son went in and took pinking shears and literally lifted her bangs up and cut them completely off, completely gone, and cut her hair on one side to here. And they came out, we're so proud. And I was like speechless. I couldn't really say anything. I just said, where's the rest of your sister's hair? Like, I was shocked. Okay, and then one time, no, I said, no, those are not horns. I was babysitting. I was like 13 years old, and Mom and Dad were getting dressed, and the 2 little boys went in the bathroom and took a tampon out and had the case, and her cardboard case, were walking around going, doot, 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 doot. And I was 13. I was like, oh my God, if these parents come out and see this, I'll be mortified. So I was like, no, those are not horns. I had to take them away. Okay. We don't put Play-Doh in our underwear, buddy. That's interesting. Wonder what he was putting Play-Doh in. Okay. And this one, I think the answer to this one is probably Dad. Why is this Playboy magazine hidden under my sofa cushion? Let's hope that's Dad, not one of the young children. Okay. Why did you try to cut your brother's wee-wee off? No. Mommy's special napkins do not go on the table. And I remember a follower telling me one time they asked their child to set the table because they were having company. It was like a special meal. And that's and put the napkins, and the child put sanitary pads on the table. So when the guests came, and I think the mom even said they had wings. She didn't know. She was mortified. Oh, I love it. No, you can't have more string beans until you're done with those French fries. No. Did you catch that? You're supposed to eat the unhealthy stuff first before you're allowed to have the healthy stuff. I'm curious about what happened there. Now this one I think I'd like to try myself, just out of curiosity, but stop pouring your juice on the lamp to see the bulb explode. I think that'd be kind of interesting to see myself. Why did you put chocolate syrup on your head? Okay. And then I'm going to wrap it up with this and then check some of these in here. My brother and I were probably, my second brother, we're 2 years apart, so probably like 8 or 6. And we wanted to help my mom, and so we found a bottle of spray furniture polish on her dresser, and we were so excited. We decided we're going to polish her furniture where she was doing other stuff in the house. And so we cleaned everything, like took everything off her dresser, cleaned it, my dad's dresser, the nightstand, about 2 nightstands. It even had like one of those beds that had the built-in like bookcases in the back of it. We cleaned everything, and we were just so proud of ourselves. Until my mother walked in and said, "What on earth did you just do?" We're like, "We polished your furniture." Yeah, but it was with the right guard deodorant. Not furniture polish. And my mother was sweet. She didn't say anything to us about it at the time. She just said, "Well, thank you so much." But you know how you get that mom face like, oh my gosh. But when my dad came home, she must have said something to him, and he explained to us that wasn't furniture polish. You know, back in the day, you sprayed that deodorant on, right? There wasn't roll-on stuff. Anyway, that was pretty fascinating. Okay, let me see. We've got here. Oh, here we go. We got one. Let me pull these up. We've got a few minutes left. Okay. Oh, I love to see where everyone's from. Monica from Norway. Hi. Mary, you're from Trinidad. Darlene from Massachusetts. Martha from San Diego, Texas. All right. And then, okay, I'm a grandmother. I've got grandkids ages 22 to 23. You're always forwarding my daughter-in-law with the 2 younger ones. Thank you for sharing my information. Yep, I will keep those tips coming, Susan, I promise you. Oh, Marion said, why is there a crab on my bed with the fan on? Okay, you're going to need to explain that one, Marion. Tia, Western Pennsylvania, girl, hello. I'm from PA, from Pittsburgh originally. And you definitely feel guilt as a parent, honey. Join the crowd. That's just life. I'm telling you, the minute your child is born, I always tell people this, you deliver that baby or you can take responsibility for this child, and guilt just comes with it. And it never goes away. I don't care how old your children are. Never goes away. It's just part of parenting. So we're with you there, girl. Just give yourself grace. Not every day is going to be sunshine and roses, and you're not always going to do everything the way you should. But that's how we learn. So, yeah. All right. Hello from Missouri, Michigan. Okay. And then, and you say you join almost every day. Thank you. I appreciate that. And let's see who else. Misty, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Hello. New Jersey, Angela. Great. 3 grands. 3 grandboys, 1, 2, and 4 years old. Wow. And Debbie from Georgia. Okay. So listen, I'm going to cut this off here. But if you have said anything weird, you've heard yourself, swore you'd never say things like that. Because here's the deal. We don't know what's going to happen day to day as parents. Honestly, I don't care how well you plan, how well you pre-plan having children, how many books you've read, courses you've taken, podcasts you've listened to, social media tips you've listened to. You have those children and it is game on, and you never know what's going to happen. Hence some of these funny things that parents are telling me. So brace yourself for that. But if you have said things that you never thought you would say to your children, stick those in the comment section. And for those of you who jumped in late, go, hey Tia, your oldest is 21, my youngest is 5. Girl, I've been there, done that. My kids were 21, 14, 16, and newborn. Yeah. Okay, so go to the reel I just posted this morning. It's Pajama Party with Pam. The first one is Thursday night. I'd love to have you in there. Only 15 people, but I'm going to answer your parenting questions live on Zoom. I'm really excited. This is an experiment. We're going to see how this works. You can wear your PJs or not, have something to drink or not. We're just going to relax, chill, and I'm going to answer your questions. I'm excited about this. Okay, and let me see if anybody else came in. Stacy from Florida, hello. Okay, Tia, I hear you on that. My sister has 5, youngest with Down syndrome and autism, and same thing. She had to put a lot of her attention on her son, her youngest, because he needed it. And the older children didn't get as much attention as she would have liked to have given them. However, they were loved and knew they were loved. And it's tough sometimes as a parent. Like, that's what I'm saying. You're doing the responsible thing. You have to take care of your child that has the most needs, right? I mean, you can't be pulled in 500 places. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. I'm sending you hugs. I know it's tough. I just hear from my sister what she says to me and how guilty she feels. I mean, her kids are grown and have kids of their own, some of them, right? But still, remember we talked about mom guilt sticking around forever? There's an example of it. Okay, and then, let's see, because I'm going to wrap this up here. Misty, oldest is 30 and youngest is 9. Girl, you have me. Well, yeah. Well, 21 years. So that's how mine were. 21 years between the first and the last. They thought I was kidding when I told them I was pregnant. I think they thought, my husband and I called them in the room and said, we have something we need to tell you. And I think they thought we were saying we're getting divorced. And instead we said, you're going to have a little brother or sister. And my daughter, so my 2 boys were like, okay, cool. And my daughter, who's 14 at the time, said, that is so disgusting. You are so old. Because I was 42 at the time. She did not like that at all. Okay, she's fine now. Okay, Paula, mother of 4 boys, and Nana to 3 boys and a girl from Pennsylvania. Hello, hello, hello. Tia, go on to my Facebook page, and you'll see the reel I did this morning about Pajama Party with Pam. You can hit the link there to register. And yes, Misty, I've heard of Fragile X syndrome. I've heard of it. I used to work with children with special needs years ago in a preschool. I was a teacher for 2 to 5-year-olds, and I think we had a child there that had Fragile X syndrome. So it's been a very long time. Yeah, so I don't know a whole lot about it. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm signing off. I hope you enjoyed that. Remember to tell me anything funny that happened, and if you don't do it on here, you can DM me, and I'll share it because there's some really cool stuff. Anyway, all right, guys, until next week. What do I always say? Say it with me. Remember, hug and love your babies. Bye, y'all.